Almost everyone is
Time to wake up. Your five senses, you've been waiting for this one. Smell, sight, taste, touch, and hearing. How can you use and integrate those five senses into your life for letting go, manifesting, bringing things in, releasing? It is probably one of the most powerful tools that help you integrate these senses and awareness past and beyond your five senses in ways that you don't even know and imagine, ways that you're using every single day. You're just not aware of it because you're not as present. So how to be in the moments that you're experiencing extreme dissociation, maybe hurt, pain, trauma, suffering, or on the other scale inside of that of duality, a light, you're wanting to create things, you're wanting to manifest things, you're wanting to bring in different forms of abundance into your life. Your five senses is what helps you become as present as you can, because it connects you to all the senses and the areas and the energy around you on a different, just a whole different life form. It's absolutely incredible and amazing. Here is healing. Here is satisfaction. Here is like every answer that you need to any moment that you need in life is when you become still. How to do that? Some people have said that they're not able to do that. It might be hard for you to do, and I understand that, so I want to help you better understand this. So for example, here's a candle. This is a great way to tune into this. You got a candle, and this is where it's going to get hypersensitive, hyper aware, hyper everything. Tune in. A candle. What is a candle? Fire. What are you already doing? Seeing. What are you doing with the candle? You can feel it. You can smell the flame. You can hear the crackle. You can, if you add a little oil, like a drop of an oil that will help amplify your senses, such as like a lemon, a basil, something that is going to raise your senses, not lower them. You want to raise and you want to heighten your senses and your awareness, your perception, your everything. Because in those moments of them being as raised as they can, you become rational. You become quiet. You begin to be the observer of what's around you. Seriously, just take this, for example. And this right here, this is an element. It's fire. So you can take that, add some oil. Maybe you have like a little cup of water next to you, maybe just a bowl to put your hands in to maybe spin around. Now we're getting real witchy, you know, like it's powerful. Then you have two elements. And then you add maybe an oil of an herb, or you have an herb oil that you have, or maybe you just placed herbs around you. Now you have the other elements. You got water, you got earth, you got air, which comes to your breath, and fire. Extremely potent right there. Look at that. You've already stepped into a whole new realm of things. In these moments and spaces, when I tell you, you will find the most clear forms of healing, manifestation, and power. When you're in a void, when you're in a place where you feel like you have lost complete control, bring yourself, find something like this. Get an incense, light an incense. I used incense to help completely break my habit of vaping and smoking nicotine and tobacco. I had to stop it cold turkey. Cold turkey, could not pick it back up again. And I got brought to that awareness of lighting that incense every time I felt that, because what you're needing is a balance of something for when it comes to addiction. You need a balance. You need to counter something. So if you're inhaling something that's going into your body, you're using the breath. What's another sense that I can use to even knock something out or create a new steadfast like balance? Incense. It completely helps me, like completely. You're still gonna feel those little things of feeling. Sometimes I still get that urge because it's needing dopamine, it's needing serotonin, it's needing something in your brain that keeps igniting. You have to remember that's what the things when it comes to addiction is. It's something that's popping up in an outer experience. What's around you? Stop. Take note of what it is that you're feeling. If you're feeling triggered to needing something, maybe it's a substance, maybe it's you're hitting your vape. What is going on in your life? There is so much that you have to become a focus and aware to. When you become aware of those senses, when you become gentle with yourself, when you need things, maybe you need a shower to physically feel something rain on your body to help you clear your mind. Maybe you need a whole morning routine to help you get through the days. Your senses. Become aware of yourself, parts of yourself, things that maybe different parts of you need. It is so vital and important for me. Without people, you know that I have parts, that I have alters, different states of being. You know this about me and the parts of me. Sometimes we can get so heavily dissociated that we're not here. The whole point to doing functional multiplicity for me is to get our parts to be present in the now. It's been extremely potent and powerful. And we have to do this all the time. We have to bring ourselves back here, bring the awareness here constantly. It's a process, but it does something good. If I'm here talking to you like this, I'm not switching as much as we were. It depends on the moments, and I'm able to be aware of different forms of triggers, or why it is triggering a certain part or a certain alter from within my being to be out and present, and then I can fix that in the moment, move through it, and then become present again. Something that we couldn't do years ago. Herbs, smells, flowers. I know it sounds whatever. I'm not even going to say it because I'm not going to manifest that into your life anymore. Grab some herbs, grab some essential oils. If you need the senses, if you are somebody that is, even if your neurodivergent is fudge, figure out some senses. You need some sensory input. When you start to become overwhelmed, when things are too much, you're getting to a burnout, you become aware of what your body is needing and feeling. Okay? If you like, these are things that you can integrate into your life as those 5 senses, because I'm telling you, you become hyper aware when you are tuned in enough. You kind of do this thing like this where you kind of just sit and you feel. When you get amplified, you start to realize, okay, I'm amplified, let's go. 5 senses. What do we need? Find something, maybe an oil, an essential oil. You smell it on your hand, you're bringing it back. You grab your fan, you're fanning it. Close your eyes, you feel. All of the feelings and emotions that you're feeling come to your awareness. Everything does. Everything's energy. It's all around you, yeah? Oh, no. Is that what you believe? Everything swarms around you like this, like a pool. It's up to you in the moment if you want to grab hold. I suggest you just observe, you just become aware of what it is that you're feeling. Where in your body? Is it your heart that's hurting? Is it your anger? You're feeling mad? You breathe. Air, breath, one of them. Taste, touch, smell. In that moment, you heal. You can heal. You can let go of people and situations. Every time somebody bothers you, every time something gets brought to your awareness that has brought you frustration, maybe it's a person, maybe it's replaying. It keeps replaying in your awareness and your consciousness over and over and over until you can figure out how to let go and move past it. You sit, you feel, light that candle, grab your incense, grab an oil, go sit outside in the grass. There's no excuse that I can't do this. Yes, you can. That's old stuff now. Having so much self-discipline feels so good. It becomes addicting, because it's like, you know that you can do it. That's a good little thing that you can get addicted to, is self-help within yourself in a positive mindset, in a positive way. And when you become aware of those feelings and things, that's where you can let go. You genuinely let go. It becomes in your awareness. And so it's like, when you become the observer, how to do that, you're asking is, okay, a situation's coming. A person, something to replay in your consciousness. Sometimes it's not even your own thoughts. That's how connected we are to people's energy. We'll do a whole other video on energy and separating energy. But when it's replaying in your mind, in your space, over and over, the goal is to just observe it, the feelings, and to feel in your body what you feel without grabbing it. When you grab hold of it, that means you grab something and you're like, oh, I'm so, I gotta go do this. I'm gonna go text them. No. You have to sit. It's uncomfortable to sit. It's uncomfortable to sit with an experience playing over about how you get hurt. It does feel uncomfortable. It's not scary. It's just like, dang, it's like, man, you feel your feelings. Maybe you need to cry. Maybe you start to feel your nose tingle. Your eyes start to water. That's good. You're feeling and expressing emotion. Something that's very hard when you're heavily dissociated or you've had a lot of things happen in your life. It's hard to do. It's really hard to cry sometimes. Or maybe sometimes you do cry a lot and you can't get yourself to not cry a little bit, to be able to get yourself back. All of these things help. And then you become aware and you feel. Every time you feel, you breathe, you move through, you realize that it starts to become lighter, that the situation that you were just thinking of becomes lighter and lighter and lighter. And not even just thinking, you're re-experiencing it. It's a response through your whole entire body. Your whole entire being is feeling this response, is feeling something because it's coming aware. Your mind, your body is cycling through something again. It cycles, it feels, it rotates. That's what it does. It goes like a little wheel, And then it's up to you each time that it cycles through. The goal is to be able to get yourself to be thinner through it, like water, like a river. So then you realize that you're flowing. That you're almost like, it's that, like, the non-control, but the control of the awareness of self. It's the awareness of self. There's no control there. It just is. And you flow with it. And you go with it. And you move with it. It's very divine. We don't even have to get all spiritual woohoo and waha once you light these candles. Lighting a candle, no, it's not going to bring no spirits right into your being. You're not going to just, not spirits aren't going to come get you if that's not what you're about. But like you can tune in to the energy around you with that. But that's a whole nother realm. We don't even got to go to that. You can just hang out with self. I'll have to make literally a whole nother video on that. Is this making sense of letting go and becoming aware of those five senses? Feeling, sound. What do you need? You got to do what you got to do for yourself to be able to get through it and move through this. You know, like that is what makes the most sense of self. Your senses. Connected beyond those five senses is your intuition, your higher self. We don't even got to get to that. That's all, that's extra. Just connect to yourself intuitively. That's the divine feminine. Divine feminine is intuition. Divine masculine is that drive and passion. Those are your lower energy centers. So that divine passion to do things, to get things done. Like, I'm going to do this. I don't need this, or I don't need help. That's your divine masculine. Your divine feminine, and tapping into that is allowing yourself to kind of cater to yourself and to your needs. A lot of people be like, I can't be feminine. I don't, how can you only be one or the other? Like, people like hate you for it because you've learned how to tune into both, because we have both sides. It's not anything hidden. It's not something that you just, oh my gosh. Everybody has divine masculine, divine feminine. It's part of this. Up here and down there. It's really not crazy rocket science. It just is. But some people are more tapped into either their masculine, divine masculine, and not tapped into their divine feminine. So then they're going on with being very divine masculine, and then they get into their divine feminine, and they're like, oh wow, it's a part of us. It's not that you're leaning one way or unless you want to. I mean, there's so many realms in those realms. It's not just, people think that being feminine is just you're girly. Like, what does that even mean? That is silly. That's so beyond the realms. We don't even talk about that. They think masculine, oh, that's a man. Like, we all have both sides. It's dual. It's duality. It's polarity. Both sides are right there. There's nothing much to that. Like, that is what it is. So I'm hoping that this makes sense. If you have questions, please ask me below, because we got to go on to the next thing. All right? Much love to you. Bring it in. I'm happy that you're here. It's great to see you. You're doing amazing, family. Much love.